everyone. Amy Belzer-Tennant here, the Genealogy reporter, and today's Genealogy Tip Tuesday, we're talking about passport applications. Wow. I recently did an article for Family Search blog, and we were talking about records that your immigrant ancestor may have created. And within that research I was doing, I came across this collection of U.S. passports. I had no idea that passport applications could be a treasure trove of genealogical data. So a couple things you need to know. The United States did not make passports mandatory until 1941, except for a brief period of time during the Civil War and again in World War I. However, many people did apply for a passport. In fact, even as early as 1795. Now, these records are searchable for free at familysearch.org. I'll make sure to put the link in the details below. And some of the things that they include, like the information that would be found in these applications, changes over time. So those early records, that you will find for 1795 and the early 1800s may only be a name, maybe where the person was born or where they had been living, and a brief description. But as time goes forward, all the way up to 1925, which is what is available for you to search online, up through 1925, those records will often contain a picture of the person for their passport. Is that not awesome? And in fact, in one of the records I found for 1924, they included a picture of the individual, but also her original baptismal certificate to prove who her parents were, her name, and her birth date. That's great. You might not be able to find that anywhere else. So that was pretty cool. I wanted to just go through a couple of these passport applications to get you excited about the information you will find. I have one here from 1843. Now, in this passport application, we have Edward P Borden. It was created in the city of Washington on the 23rd day of December, 1843, and it has a brief description of what he looks like. He's 29 years old. His stature is 5 feet 9 inches. He has a full and round forehead. His eyes are dark. His nose is rather large. His mouth is large. His chin is ordinary. His hair is black. His complexion dark. And his face is oval. I got a kick out of that. They are very descriptive. I think maybe even like offensive sometimes, like a rather large nose. Wow. Here's another one from 1872. This one was created in the state of Ohio for the county of Scioto. I, John G Pebbles of Portsmouth, Scioto County, Ohio, do swear that I was born in the county of Ross, state of Ohio, near Chillicothe, Ohio, on or about the 30th day of November, 1813. Let's just stop right there for a minute. If I didn't have a good record of birth date and place for this John G Pebbles, this passport application fits the bill, right? This is information that he's given to fill out his passport of his birth date and location. So wow, that's a great record to have. It goes on further to say that I am a native and loyal citizen of the United States and went about to travel abroad in company with my wife, who he names Martha Peebles, aged 55 years, and my 2 daughters, Margaret Jane Peebles, aged 32 years, and Mary Elizabeth Peebles, aged 30 years. There again, proof of parentage for these 2 ladies. That is wonderful. Then it goes on to talk about John's description. He's 58 years old, 5 feet 10 inches. His forehead is of medium height. His eyes are blue. His nose is prominent, not large, but full. Mouth medium size. Chin prominent. Hair black, sprinkled with gray. complexion fair, and his face is of medium length. And this passport was dated 18th of May, 1872. So I really liked the fact that we could use this document to for an alternate birth record for John, and proof of parentage for his 2 daughters, proof of marriage to his wife, and a nice description of John himself. Here is a passport application from 1901. This one was created in the state of Massachusetts in Suffolk County for Franz Karl Hesse. In support of the above application, I do solemnly swear that I was born at Bohemia in Austria on or about the 27th day of November 1849. So there again, we have an alternate birth record for this immigrant ancestor. I immigrated to the United States sailing on board the Duthland from Bremen on or about the 15th day of June, 1867. Great, we have a ship name and the date of arrival. That he resided for 34 years at Boston, Massachusetts, that he was naturalized in the District Court of the United States at Boston, Massachusetts on the 30th day of January, 1872. So there it gives us a date and a jurisdiction where we can look up naturalization records and papers. That would be wonderful. And then down here at the bottom, and I just got such a kick out of this, it said that I am domiciled in the United States, my permanent residence being Boston in the state of Massachusetts, where I follow the occupation of a surgical and dental instrument maker. Awesome. What an awesome occupation to have, and to know that your ancestor was a surgical and dental instrument maker. Wow. Goes on further to give his oath of allegiance and then a description of Franz. We have that he's 51 years old, 5 feet, 3 1/4 inches. He has a high forehead, gray eyes, a straight nose, medium mouth, round chin, grayish hair, fair complexion, and an oval face. So you can tell how excited I am about having run across these passport applications. I don't have an ancestor that I've found yet who has filled out a passport application, but you can bet your hiney I'm going to be looking to see if I can't find some little goodie for one of my ancestors. Definitely take a look at FamilySearch.org's free collection to search these U.S. passports. Now, not all of them have been indexed, so you do need to use the browse feature to make sure that you have checked thoroughly to see if your ancestor appears in any of these records, which might be very tedious, because if you're not 100% sure when your ancestor would have created a passport, you may need to look into their entire lifetime. But it is well worth it if you find one of these little gems. I hope that you take this knowledge and apply it to your own family tree. Maybe it will be a brick wall buster for you. I look forward to seeing you again on Genealogy Tip Tuesday. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We need you. Thanks and have a super day. Bye-bye.